What's up, everybody? It's GCW Weekly, Game Changer Weekly. We made our triumphant return. I'm Mike Hamley, here with Cassidy Haynes, owner of BodySlam.net.
What's up, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. And we have a very special guest with us here today. I could introduce him, or you could introduce him.
Why would we do that?
We could leave it to the veteran voice of Game Changer Wrestling, Mr. MLJ.
Crowd's going wild.
Pretty fucking sick, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we got the production budget now. We're moving on up. That was I clipped that one actually from Friday's show with your match against Mr. Colby Carino, and that was a fun one.
That was fun.
That was a blast. Second time I've gotten to wrestle Colby, and that was a blast for sure.
I thought it was funny that he was like, "I'm not wearing my new gear." For this, he had that new white gear that he had on the back. I was like, "Bro, are you really gonna wear that fucking gear?" He's like, "No."
I walked into the back and I saw him taking photos. I was like, "No, stop."
Yeah, why would you wear that? He was like, "Oh, no. This is just for pictures." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." But
I was the same way. I was like, "Colby, don't do that."
Man, you guys went all out, man. That was fun. I was, of course, there. We hung out all weekend. We had a good weekend.
Yes, we did.
But where is Wreck Shit Mountain? I always forget to ask you.
It's a special invite only place.
Kind of like the backyard.
But it's right down the road from Get Fucked Up Boulevard.
Oh, okay. I've been there.
No, there we go. We're back.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll find it one day. But anyway, man, it's good to have you on, brother. I had to have a guest. Like Mike was like, "We're doing our return because we haven't ran the show in a hot minute. We took a break."
Okay.
But I was like, I gotta have a guest for you, man. So surprised we had you on, man. And what a better person, right?
Hey, man, thank you for having me. For real. And when you shot me a text and you're like, "Hey, man, you're coming on the podcast Monday or Tuesday," and I was like, "All right, let's fucking do it, I guess."
Yeah, I didn't really ask. I kind of just booked you and just told you what you were doing. But
hey,
I mean, that happens, dude. You're a main event talent now. Like I told you, your rate's going up. You're a main event. You're main event Cole now. So
hey, yesterday's price ain't today's price, brother.
That's what I'm saying, man.
GCW Extreme Champion now, pretty freshly minted. How's that feeling?
It's pretty sick. Like sometimes it's like, especially like I've had a couple main events now for GCW, and then doing a main event for the GCW Extreme Championship. I was like, all right, sick. Like they know I can bring it. I can fucking bring it, especially to a main event level, and be the guy that sends the fans home happy. And I think we accomplished that on Friday.
I think so too. And man, that was something else in Nashville. I was there for that as well. And bro, the crowd went up, man. Like that place went, like the fucking roof blew off the place when you won that match. Like that was awesome. Like how did that feel? Like how that whole weekend, like what was up with that? Like I remember talking to you afterwards. You were just fucking through the roof with like excitement yourself.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. Like I think it was a pretty genuine reaction from the crowd. Like I think they were legitimately surprised and legitimately excited. So that was kind of pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like to see people like extremely excited to see you like accomplish something like that's a pretty cool experience, you know.
And there was a lot of people there too, because that was Starrcast weekend was huge. So you had and a lot of eyes on that match, probably that normally don't watch GCW. They were just there for the convention, and like part of the experience was GCW. So that was awesome, man. Like that's been like you've been on a roll since then too. Like main eventing. Like I think it's Colby the other night.
Yep, me and Colby, me and Charlie Evans, the Scramble as well for the Showboat. That's been pretty sick. I'm wrestling on Black Label Pro on Saturday versus Marco Stunt, who's the guy I pinned for the GCW Extreme Championship. So like I'm being able to do a lot of freaking pretty cool things right now. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, Starcast weekend was pretty dope. We got to do the Ric Flair's last match deal. That was pretty sick. I got to be the beer guy at the end. Like what the fuck? Like hell yeah, job has its perks. You know what I mean?
Living it up, living the life now.
Did
And
you
then
get to
I
see
also
Taker? Did you meet
yeah
Taker?
yeah. We saw Taker walk. I saw Taker walk by, and I was like, damn, he's really fucking tall. Like still, because sometimes like like after bumping and like just wrestling forever, like people just like they just like start to like almost shrink
Yeah,
and
they
shrivel
hunch
almost.
over all the
Yeah,
time too. Yeah.
he's standing still, fucking super tall. I think it was after that show I saw you by the stage and I sent you a text like, "Yo, want to go step outside real quick?" And you're like, "Yep, let's rock and roll."
Actually, I sent you a text and was like, "I see you up there." Because
Yeah, no,
you were up,
yeah,
and you were like, "What? What?" And I was waving at.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend too, man. We've had a lot of fun weekends, and we got another one coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend. We're going to be in Chicago, man. That's
Yeah.
the summer
Chicago
weekend.
week is going to be sick. I'm really looking forward to that. Black Label Pro, I think I'm doing freelance as well. And then GCW. Like, let's fucking go.
Do you know who you're working any of those that weekend yet?
Freelance wrestling, it's me and Pat Monix. I know that one for sure.
Ooh,
Yeah.
big Chicago like guy right there, man.
Very big Chicago guy.
Saving the GCW and Black Label announcements for a little closer to the date, I'd imagine.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Brett hadn't even announced it yet. And
No.
so, yeah.
Well, it with the Extreme title, it's either you're going to have a dope singles match with someone or probably defend it in a scramble, which seems to kind of be like the history of title defenses for that belt. You have a preference between the two?
I honestly enjoy both. Like I enjoy doing singles matches because I'm able to do things like and I've wrestled different people. I never got to do a death match with Colby before. Like all these different things became available to me, but also like defending a title in a scramble match is a lot pretty cool because like I never got to wrestle Masha, and like it just presents a whole bunch of different opportunities, and it makes it really sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. GCW really does a good job pulling off the scramble matches too. It seems that they can throw like anybody into the ring, like just pick 6 people, and they always turn out just insane.
Yeah, and it's like plus like with the extreme belt, like there's always doors or some crazy aspect to it. You know what I mean? So there's always like a heightened risk involved. So that's pretty cool too.
No. Mentioning your death match with Colby Carino, that's kind of a world that you've stepped more and more through the door as time seems to be going on. Thinking back to a little earlier in the summer, actually, you had an opening round tournament of survival match with Drew Parker.
Yeah, Drew, that's my dude. Yeah, that was after he got hurt in Vegas.
Yeah, I was about to say he wasn't even he was supposed to be hurt or out for like a month, wasn't he? Wasn't he telling us that in Vegas? And then this was like next week.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
6
and then he wrestled 6 days later or some shit like that.
Yeah. It was insane. And I was like, bro, you're fucking crazy. 9 days later. But still, like, fucking crazy. Like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that,
Yeah, I couldn't believe he was wrestling after seeing that. That was, yeah.
Ugh.
What do you think? I mean, so talk about that, the risk of that, because like that was just something so common that you guys do, and then you got and that's such a bad injury. Like, how does that play into your? I mean, you can't prepare for that. So, how do you go into this?
You just try not to think of it, honestly, more than anything. You just hope for the best, and you hope that you do the things that you're confident in, knowing like the risk, and like it's almost like going through that current, you're accepting like everything that you think could go wrong, and the worst extent might go wrong, but still go out there, you hoping for the best, going out there to protect yourself and your opponent, and try to do things as smartly and safely as you can, while still like putting on a show and putting on that risk and danger.
And I think we as the fan kind of understand that and appreciate that so much more. And that's why I think like the GCW crowd is just flocked to you, and just this huge following you've got now. And I think it has a lot to do with that. Like your dive into this world and like how well you've done. It's just awesome to watch you do these matches, man. You seem to have so much fun at it too. And I think that's what makes it even better.
I mean, I legitimately enjoy doing them. Obviously it's like, I don't think I'll ever class myself as specifically a deathmatch guy. At the end of the day, I'm still a professional wrestler and I do everything. But when it comes to deathmatch wrestling, I try to do it. I try to perform the art to the best of my ability by giving it the same adequate amount of respect that people before me have given it. And that's just going out there and not giving it, 90 or 50 or less than 100%. Like you have to go out there and fully commit, or you could really get fucked up. That's when people really get fucked up, is when they don't fully commit.
Yeah.
And I think people realize that about me too, is that they realize like, no matter what I do or, where I wrestle, like no matter what show you're at, like you buy a ticket, like you're going to see me perform. Like I've never been like, oh, this is just a house show, or this is just a night off, or this is going to be a really easy match or something. Like I'm always like, all right, like what's the hook here? You know what I mean?
So we were talking a little bit about the show before the show about a particular injury from Friday that you're dealing with.
Yeah, I got a cut on my ass cheek.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty
rough.
Is that your worst one so far, or do you what's kind of taking the cake so far?
That's the shoulder one for sure. 7 stitches after.
That was Detroit, right?
St. Louis. Same
okay.
weekend.
Oh, same weekend. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Wrestled Joey Janela 2 days later. What up?
Yeah.
And then did a backyard show the next day.
Yeah, that was a crazy weekend actually. Like that was what you had Miedo Extremo and Sequel on like the Detroit night, and
then me and Alex, me and Joey, and then me and the Drunk Dads.
Yeah. Drunk Dads was great. That whole backyard show, that's something that GCW's got going on. I like the embrace of the backyard wrestling atmosphere, and then just also the amount of fun that goes along with it. Everyone's wrestling as alter egos and stuff.
And I just hope people realize when they watch that show it's meant to be fun, because like everybody else is just having a blast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love that show. It seemed like it kind of seemed like it started as a fuck you to like the people that were talking shit about y'all just being a bunch of backyarders that do whatever. But
that probably plus like I think guys like Anthony Deppen or Tony Deppen, sorry.
We're formal here, like White Michael. Anthony Deppen.
I don't know why I called him Anthony Deppen. For some reason I thought did he ever wrestle as Anthony Deppen?
I'm not sure. Maybe
Tony
settlement
Deppen,
series.
He's going to slap me. I probably deserve it, so I'm sorry. But like Tony Deppen had like the Chad and like all these really good backyard guys, and it was a way that he could introduce Alex Zane to Brett and be like, yo, this guy's really fucking good. He just needs like a spotlight. And
that was his first match with you guys, right? Was it that backyard show? Wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, and shit, look at him now, man. God.
He did a IWA Mid-South tryout show, like just out of nowhere, and was like doing all that same crazy shit. Like, but anybody that knows Alex Zane knows like that's been his stuff in the backyard for years. So
yeah.
He's another one too. He had a death match in LA a few months ago. Yeah, but like same thing though. Like you were talking about stepping into it and giving it 100%, and I was like he was going crazy in that thing.
Yeah, it was like plus like that was right before we went to New Japan, right?
Yeah.
It was like just a couple of weeks before. I was, oh man, your eye. Please still be able to go.
And I has an eye patch, and it's really fucking sick.
Yeah.
I saw today he bought a trunk full of shrimp water, some kind of drink. I don't know. He was talking shit about it on something. It just looked
like he bought it.
He had a trunk load of soda. I don't know. He's loading up on it.
Shrimp water.
It was ale 8, but he called it said shrimp water where I'm from. But he had a trunk stocked full. It looked like cases and cases of it today. I saw it on his Twitter or his Instagram or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. That's.
I think it was just a regular drink, a soda, but he was just giving it a weird name. I don't know, but it was ale 8s, something like that.
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know. So I was about to say like a 7-Up or something.
Yeah, kind of like a Dr. Enough or one of those like off-brand 7-Up drinks. But yeah,
I've know like Dr. Thunder, but I've never heard Dr. Enough or anything.
oh, you've never seen that? It's like a 7-Up. They have
Uh-huh.
a cherry version too. It's in a glass bottle. They still have it. If you're from the South with me, I'm sure you've seen it. Mike, he's
Indiana,
from,
brother. That's like
oh,
more northern.
you've been in
than
the
anything.
South, but you've been in the South a lot. I mean, shit, you were in Tennessee yesterday doing commentary, right? Or 2 days ago.
2 days ago. I was like, holy shit, was it yesterday?
Where was it? What, next gen?
Yep.
I didn't know.
So-
I didn't know where you. I didn't know you did commentary for them. Is that your first time?
No,
or was that
No,
you regularly do?
first time there. So like when I got started in wrestling, I did like commentary and ring announcing when I was like 15, something like
Okay.
that. So long story short, like a miscommunication happened. I didn't end up getting on the show, but then he's like, "Hey, if you want to do commentary with Mose, shout out Mose KOBK. He's like, if you want to do commentary with Mose, just let me know." And I was like, that kind of sounds fun because I'm going to be writing up anyway, so why the fuck not?
Right.
And so, also shout out if you guys just going to do a quick little advertisement, the Ratty Daddy Crash Test gummies. You know what I mean? The things I got. I had an extra package, and I was like, all right, well, now I got my Sunday planned out. We're gonna do some commentary, eat some gummies, and have a great time. And dude, I had so much fun. Everybody on that show fucking killed it. It was a lot of fun to do commentary and just have fun. Bradley Prescott and Logan LaRue had like one of my favorite like no ring matches. It was a lot of fun.
Was that Knoxville? Where was that show?
Knoxville.
What's up? Is that Cody's? Cody runs that,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Nice, man. They do good stuff there.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of really good shows. Like it's always a lot of fun, and they like draw a really good crowd like consistently.
Anyone who's
oh, sorry.
Anyone who's seen the Big Starks brand tournament this year would know Mose and Cole Radrick is the commentary duo of the future.
Do you love it? Like
that was some of the funniest shit, man.
Can I tell you something like for real?
Yeah.
Mouse gets the footage back from whoever's editing it, right?
Mm.
And he sees it and doesn't talk to me for like 2 weeks. So I have to message Rebecca, and Rebecca goes, "Well, you got to ask him yourself." And I was like, "I did. Like, he's not fucking answering me." So I asked Billy. I was like, "Hey, like, why is fucking Robert not answering his text?" And she's like, "Oh, he's mad at you." And I was like, "For fucking what?" And he's like, "You and Mose." She was like, "He thinks you and Mose were being like too funny and not serious enough on commentary." And I was like, we gave the people exactly what they wanted. Like, you know, Mose is a really great commentator, but like, I'm a menace. Like, I'm going to be funny. Like, it's who I am, my nature. Like, I'm gonna talk shit. We got fucking Brandon Kirk thrown on us, and I did a live during the match interview. Like, that's fucking top tier commentary.
Yeah. Can't beat that.
No, let him do it again, Mouse. It was good stuff.
So this didn't get caught because my phone was on 1%, but I would have had it recorded. So Trey Lamar, no spoilers, let's say, but Trey Lamar did not win the match, and he may or may not have gotten pinned in the 4-way this weekend, right? So he gets put through a table, takes a pin, and everybody's heading back in because like they brought it to the outside. Well, Trey's still like in the table laying down, so I go up to Trey and I put my hand on his chest and I'm like, "Hey man, you okay?" And I'm like lightly tapping the board behind him. I tap it 3 times. I was like, "Damn man, you took 2 L's in 1 weekend." He's like, "What?" And he didn't realize I was pinning him while I was just talking to him. So Trey Lamar took 2 losses this Sunday at Next Gen Wrestling, just so everybody knows. While not even being on this show, I got a win. So,
hey man, that's how pros do it.
Sorry, I know I keep
brother.
moving. My girlfriend brought me chicken rings and French fries, and my cat is like trying to like pull.
Oh shit! Did you go to White Castle?
She went to White Castle, bro. Right?
Oh
Keeper.
man,
Keeper.
dude, I just had flashbacks of high school lunch. Fuck.
I'm just
Dude,
gonna
it's so good.
Chicken
gonna-
ring things and square pizza.
I'm just gonna cross my arms in a sad Canadian fashion here because we don't have White Castle.
Do you have chicken rings in Canada?
This is my first time hearing of them. I thought he just like typoed out of his mouth when he tried to say
No.
chicken wings.
How about me knowing exactly where they're from, and then like us having a moment of high school lunches right there, because like you could get
They're
those
so
every
good.
day at school, and
Okay.
They're so good.
So
They're so good.
So it's a chicken nugget ring,
yes,
essentially. Okay.
it's a chicken ring thing.
Man. Mm.
Welcome
Right.
to the cooking episode of Game Changer Weekly.
Yeah, we got to educate these Canadians on our terrible food stuff down here, our bad habits.
I just need a Whataburger in Indiana. That's all I fucking need.
There's one in
I'm so sick
Tennessee.
of it.
Did you go to? Did you go there in Nashville when we were down there for Starcast? There was like 3
No,
in
because
Nashville.
I've heard the line is insane.
The one I went to wasn't that bad. I was in and out in like 5.5 minutes.
Was it
10
good?
minutes. Yeah, it was all right. It was good. I mean, it's a Whataburger. I mean, I know what I'm getting. You know, they're all right. I like Sonic's be good too. I mean, that's one down here, but they're about the same. Sonic and Whataburger to me are about the same. But
Nick Gage had Sonic for the first time this weekend.
oh, what do you think?
Because he rode with Mose, and
Mhm.
so he's sitting, and he's like, "What do they have?" And he's like, "All right, I want a Reese's peanut butter cup shake or something like that," and he wanted whipped cream. But according to Mose, he's like, Nick was like awestruck at the fact that they brought it out to you while you were sitting in the car.
Oh
He's
man,
like-
yeah,
And Mose is like, "Yeah, dude, sometimes they come out in roller skates too. That's pretty
yes,
sick."
they do. Curb hop style. Did you
Yeah.
guys try cookout? Did you guys do cookout while you were down here?
Yeah, I've had Cookout before. I'm gonna get flack for it. Cookout's not my favorite place, but there's sometimes where I have a craving for it. So it's
Right.
good, but it's not my favorite. But like sometimes
I'm with
it's
you
just-
on that. White Mike though, he's a cookout guy, so we always have this debate. I'm like, it's okay, it's good, but
Why Mike travels so much? I feel like he's like in everywhere. Like when it's In and Out, it's In and Out. When it's Whataburger, it's Whataburger. But he travels a lot, so I get it.
what do you think of In and Out?
So I'm a weirdo and I don't do burgers. So
Okay.
I only had their fries. Not bad fries. Not bad fries.
Not bad. Okay.
Well, we're on the topic of fast food establishments then, because you're traveling here, there, and everywhere. Do you have what's the favorite spot? If they've got it, you're going over anywhere else.
Casey's gas station. Pizza.
Interesting.
Gas station pizza.
If we're gonna go gas station stuff, I mean, all right, just settle the debate. Sheets, Wawa, Buc-ee's. Where you at on that?
Do I have to pick specifically from those three?
No, I mean, but we can also throw in there
Casey's.
some other ones too. I don't even know what that one is. Where's that? What's that?
It's like a
regionally?
Midwestern to Iowa. They have it in Tennessee.
Okay.
Sometimes Kentucky. It's like a Midwestern thing. Basically, they serve really good pizza. They have like donuts and stuff like that as well.
Okay.
Okay, but if we were to go from those three, I was a real big Buc-ee's is whatever, but like I'm lightly getting on the Buc-ee's train now. I'm not a big fan of Wawa at all.
What about
Sorry.
Sheets?
I can fuck with Sheets because they
I
got
can
Uber
fuck with
floats and
Sheets.
fries.
I'm Team Sheets. Me and Greg Iron, Team Sheets. We always have this debate with people.
Wawa just doesn't do it for me. Like anytime
Same.
I've ever got food from there, it's not been enjoyable.
Same. Buc-ee's my first time after Nashville because there's one in Crossville now. So on my way home, I went through the one there in Crossville, Tennessee, and that was my first Buc-ee's experience.
What'd you think?
I liked it, man. I did a little bit of everything. I went to the jerky bar. I got a brisket sandwich. I got some dessert fudge to take home for people. Yeah, I did a little bit of everything just because I was like, well, shit, you're here. Might as well spend some money and see what it's about.
It's always insane seeing how much like beef jerky they have, or the fact what people don't realize is like they have rows and rows of their own like chips. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Everything. They have their own everything. It's crazy.
They're definitely a brand, brother.
They had fucking shopping carts in there. I was overwhelmed. I was like, there's people pushing shopping carts in this fucking gas station.
There was one guy, so went to the bathroom, whatever, and we come out, and I grabbed, and this guy, like, me and him are like going through the line of sea of people, And so I'm just fucking like following this dude because there's like 500 fucking people in here. Like, it's insane. Like, they have like 3 rows of like gas pumps, but it's like 4x4 by like, I don't know, 30. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I was pumped 48, I think, at the one I was on the other day.
229
For gas?
We were pumped.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, no.
Pump number 229.
Holy shit.
That's where we were at. Yeah.
That's
Me and Bradley Prescott. That's what I was saying. Me and this random dude just cut through the sea of people because, like, sorry, a lot of people don't know how to fucking walk with purpose.
Mm-mm.
Respectfully.
Oh.
Not respectfully, fuck y'all. But, like, we were just walking. I was like, please, I just want to get out of here. And Bradley's like, yeah, I had to leave. He's like, it was way too many people. And I was like, yeah, I get that.
Dude, it's overwhelming. So, something I've never asked you about. So, do you drive demolition derby cars? Is that a thing? Or is that just part of it? So, tell me about that. Like, how long have you been doing that? And what the fuck?
My freshman year of high school was my first time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I won the local fair, like, mini car class.
What did you do? You build this yourself, or how does this work?
Me and my dad usually build it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So I've been doing it for I was
Freshman in high school, so
14, 15.
Yeah.
So what's that? Almost 11 years now. God
damn.
I'm old.
What was the first car you drove that you won? You said you won your first
Toyota Corolla, 2002.
Okay.
So one and that one I took third place with it like the next week in like the town I currently live in. Then I've done it like in Illinois, I've done it in Ohio, Wisconsin, a couple of different places.
How often do you run?
Before, so it used to be like when wrestling wasn't as crazy as it is for me now, I would do like 3 to 5 times a year as much as I could. But now wrestling's crazy, so it's like if I can fit it into my schedule, I'll do it like once, maybe twice if I get super lucky. But a lot of times it's just luck of the draw.
You ever been hurt doing it?
So I had I almost like cut this finger off by accident, like at the tip. So like in the derby cars, like you're behind your seat, there's like a bar that goes like basically rear passenger door or like pillar to pillar.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a back brace almost. But we had like an L pipe, like a very like thin L line like pipe that we used. So I put my finger like right here on it, like bracing myself. And the gas tank's in the back seat. And when I hit the guy so hard, the gas tank like snapped loose and it smashed my hand against it. So like I'm like, ow, motherfucker. And I kind of like take my glove off and I look at it and all I see is like blood dripping down my hand. I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to put this back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just going to figure this out later. Luckily, like it was just like a pretty decent gash, but like it was whatever. I've been flipped over twice, but like nothing really crazy. Definitely had like my shit rocked once or twice too.
Seeing a bit of a pattern here, like death matches, derby cars. You always had like a fondness of just kind of doing a little more extreme shit.
Yeah, I think I'm more of like an adrenaline junkie than anything. I don't know. I just like high intensity situations more than anything because it's like, all right, like I can only control what I do in this derby car or like what I do in this match. Like there's outside forces, so hopefully whenever I do shit like to the best of my ability, like I don't end up getting fucked up.
Any more crazy shit on your list of kind of bucket list of things you want to do?
Skydive without a parachute. Hopefully the ground will catch me.
It always catches you.
Do that one last on the list.
You never miss the ground, man. The ground never misses you. It's always going to get you.
And for the bushes.
Yeah.
Put that one
on the list. Legitimately, I probably want to go like actually skydiving probably once. And then like, like I always see like people do like the cliff dives into those big ass like like falls into like a river or some shit, like I would do like a couple of backflips off that, and then I'll aim for the bushes.
Yeah, I'm terrified of heights, so I don't think I can handle skydiving.
But would you, if somebody's like, "Hey, I just paid a ticket for you to skydive," would you do it?
I'd probably not. I'd probably have to, so I didn't look like a little bitch. But I would hate it the entire time. Absolutely hate it. I think I'd be okay once I got like adjusted, because like it's weird. Like I don't mind flying in planes. I'll sit fucking right at the window and stare out the fucking window the entire trip. But
Okay.
you put me on a fucking ladder or on a roller coaster, and I'm having a panic attack just from being up in the air and heights. I don't understand it. Couldn't tell you about it. I don't even like.
So planes don't bother you.
No, jumping out of them might be a different story. But like, dude, I don't even like being on bridges, like tall bridges and shit. You know how you get those like junctions and stuff with all these big like interchanges and shit. Like, I don't like those. I get fucking paranoid and nervous just being on those things because I know I'm up in the air really high in a car. So yeah, I don't like heights. But
I know people that like hate being in airplanes, and I'm like, I fall asleep before we even take off, like on an airplane. Like I sit down, and I'm just out like a light. I don't.
Small airplanes is a totally different thing. Like the feeling's totally different too. Like I do remember that. Like
yeah, I got claustrophobic in one because it was literally like in the aisle and then one chair on each side, and I was like, this is kind of sketchy, but okay.
I've been in like a little Cessna when I was a kid, like a little personal plane, and like my grandfather's neighbors used to fly. Like he had his own airplane, so like when we were kids, I was a kid, like my dad and the neighbor, we'd all go up in their like personal like Cessnas and small jet planes and shit, and that used to fucking give me the worst anxiety. I don't know. You don't feel like on a big airplane when you take off like that off the ground feeling like you do in a small plane, but as soon as the plane leaves the ground, when you're on like a little tiny like personal plane, it's like, oh shit. I don't know. It feels different. I don't know. It gave me. I don't know. I don't like it. So depending on what we're jumping out of too. Like I think that'd make a big difference as far as like what skydiving think. But I would definitely hate it. I'd probably shit and piss my pants before we hit the ground. 100%.
I'm not a big fan of being on like near ledges of like high falls. Like I'm not a big fan of that. Like,
well, that's basically skydiving, so you get over that real
oh
quick.
yeah, but I have a fucking parachute, and a guy like strapped to me or somebody strapped to me that knows what the fuck they're doing. Like,
that's always weird too to see that guy behind you like rup, 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 just like carrying you around.
I don't give a fuck. Save my life, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Leave it in the hands of the expert.
Literally.
Cole, you going to Canada anytime soon? You got any matches up there?
I don't think they like me up there.
They don't like me either. I'm not allowed. I can never go visit Mike.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They don't let criminals in. So.
Yeah. Our border's got some like insane restrictions. Like for even the smallest little like minor shit, if it's on your record, they're like, no, sorry.
Pretty sure that's why the Usos weren't there too, because they got DUIs and shit, right?
Yeah. You can't get into Canada with a DUI.
Mm-hmm.
Ever?
Or weed felonies.
I think you have to get it, which is crazy because I can go like anywhere in any city and we just have legal dispensaries. Like it's, that one kind of floors me.
Well, they don't want somebody like me with a felony for weed going to Canada where it's legal and then coming back where it's not with it.
Oh, okay. So that's more on the American side, really, then, right?
No, it's to keep people like me out so that we don't end up fucking.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh,
sorry.
Blacked out. Anyway.
My whole screen just said
fucking weird Canadian law shit. Canadian law shit.
Haters. But no.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody in Canada wants to use me.
Book Cole in Canada, guys. Mike, get on that.
Yeah.
I have my passport.
Yeah. Come on, C4.
I saw you post a picture of your passport. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Because are you going to the UK? You're going to the UK tour, right?
Yes, sir.
Did they announce your match yet?
Not yet.
No. I saw they're starting to, because I saw they had announced Allie and Millie McKenzie.
That's sick.
If you could have anybody, who would you want?
Oh God! Don't do that to me.
I'm doing it to you. On the spot.
Just because I hung out with him, I would like to beat up Joe Lando at least once.
Dude, he was fun this weekend, man. He was great. That's the first time I've ever actually like seen him wrestle, and I was blown the fuck away.
Dude, he's a really good dude, and he's really fucking talented too.
Insane talent.
Joe Lando. If I could throw an opponent out there, Francesco Akira.
Okay.
He's a
Yeah.
dope Italian wrestler.
Let's go.
He was in Best of Super Junior this year, representing United Empire.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm all in.
I think that'd be a sick match.
That's next month, or is it in October?
September.
Okay, so it's.
I think I fly there the 13th.
Oh, so it's the week after Chicago, then basically.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of international travel, I had a couple of questions from some friends of the show that knew you were going to be on, and one of them wanted to know if you have any aspirations to do any work in like Freedoms or Big Japan or Zona 23.
I think I think a lot of those, like, especially like anything like notable for doing death matches, I think it'd just be awesome to say, hey, I've been there and I've got to perform for Freedoms or Big Japan or even Zona 23, or you know what I mean? Just to say, like, hey, these are like the deathmatch staples around the world, and I've got to compete there and compete with them. So that'd be pretty sick, honestly.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely would love to do all of those.
Have you been to Japan? Have you worked? Did you go the last time GCW went? No.
Nah.
So we need to get you over there too.
Yeah, please.
Mike, make that happen.
Yeah, I'll just tweet everybody,
on,
man. I'll figure it out. Yeah.
That's what we got you on here for.
I don't know. Honestly, it's weird though, because there's been some tweets that I've put out, and I'm like, oh, someone booked that match. Oh shit, crazy. So there might be some power to it after all. Who knows?
Man, so Chicago, you got anything planned? How long are you up there for? Are you up there for the whole weekend?
I think I'm going to be up there the first through I'll probably go home either Saturday night after the show, or if we stay Sunday, probably after a big gay brunch.
Okay. You should stay. Why wouldn't you stay?
I'm probably going to end up staying. Like,
you're not even going to stay and try to do the pay-per-view? Don't you usually try to do like everything that whole weekend? You're not going to go to AEW? Yeah.
I probably will.
There you go.
That's how I usually am. I'm like, oh, I probably won't. And then like the week of, I'm like, all right, I'll hit up my friends. I'm like, all right, we're going to go do this. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. All right, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that weekend. It's usually fun. And
dude, I'm also like a very big last minute guy.
Same. I kind of just play it by ear usually. But it's a fun weekend, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys up there.
I always
in the States. That's a fun building. I like that, the Grand Sports Arena or whatever it's called. That's a fun little building.
There's like a bar like less than like, dude, it's so good, and it's a great bar too. I love it. Definitely one of my favorite places to be.
It's in that plaza, isn't it?
Yep.
Like right over there near that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because there's like a CVS or like a Family Dollar or Dollar Tree, and then you keep walking by. Then it's like that strip plaza. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's really, really good. I love the Grand Hall. I think it's a really sick venue. I love the fact like there's two sides, and like they literally had the whole show all weekend on one side, and they're like, all right, time to switch it over to this side.
Oh, I remember when we were in there and they were like, all right, everybody's got to get the fuck out because we got to move the ring to the other side like right now, or they're going to charge us for both sides of the building tomorrow. So that was that fun. It's a fun weekend, man. Like the whole weekend's fun. So yeah, no, like I'm looking forward to you guys being there. So yeah, you got to stay through every show. That's always one of the best of the weekend. Anyway,
I mean, I'm going to. I'm going
home
to
Saturday night. Come on, man. Yeah. Well, good. Then we'll have a whole weekend. Then I'll be there. Shit, I think I'm getting into town Tuesday night or Wednesday. I
was about to say you should pull up to freelance for sure.
Is that on Friday?
Yeah, the 1st.
Okay.
I think that's Thursday.
First is Thursday.
Yeah. Okay, so it's on Thursday. Okay, yeah. If it's on Thursday, then I don't have anything going on Thursday other than there was maybe AAW on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, too. So one of those two.
Billy's on AAW, but I'm on freelance, so you pick your fighter there.
Yeah, I think Kaya was on AAW too, maybe, or at AAW.
I think she's probably at AEW. Mm-hmm. AAW, yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, no, I'll probably do. Last time I did freelance because I went to go see Trevor. My man Trevor
Fuck
Outlaw,
that
baby.
guy. Fuck that guy.
Hey, he was running around in Nashville too, man.
Yeah, he sucks. I hate Trevor Outlaw.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah,
Except
dude.
for
When
me.
he got his Twitter banned, it was my favorite thing. It was like the best day of my life. And then to find out, like him cursing at me, and then Twitter flagging it for inciting violence, and that's why he got banned from Twitter.
So it's all
made
your
my
fault.
life. Oh, it's I didn't do a thing, and I ended Trevor Outlaw. Just imagine what I would do in real life.
Well, who are you wrestling at freelance? Other than Pat Monix. You
Pat
said
Monix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to call out Trevor then. Get it started. That
You got to bum me.
Oh, either there or Black Label Pro.
Is he not back yet? I thought he was almost back.
September, I think.
Okay.
I think he's coming back in September. But if he doesn't ever come back, No, I'm kidding. I love Trevor.
Yeah, man.
I think that's pretty obvious, but
yeah, no,
I mean,
he's
sucks,
he's a good friend of Body Slam. He's been on a lot of our shows. He's been on a bunch there with me and Don.
Why would you guys have him on?
Because he's my guy. It's my buddy. It's my buddy, man.
You deserve
and
so much better.
I thought it was really funny when he shot himself in the nuts last year, or whenever that was, a year and a half ago. That's literally the first time he came on. Is like I saw him do that, and I booked him immediately to be on the show Monday, like 2 days after he did that. So before anybody else could.
When was that?
It was at the Collective, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was like a complete accidental, like fucking.
Oh yeah, like he handed it. He was supposed to shoot it up, and he pointed it the wrong way and just blasted himself on accident. Totally accidental.
Oh
yeah. I remember everybody being like, "Oh my god, who did that? Who just shot himself in the nuts? We got to interview that guy." And I was like, I knew who that was, and I entered immediately. Like,
I'm gonna call him the second I get off this. I'm like, hey man, I need you to send me that video.
Oh, it was so great. I'm sure we can find it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Come on, Mike. You say you watch everything.
I'll be able to dig it up. You'll get a DM with it by the end of the day, probably.
Hey, did you get the chance to talk to George South in Friday night? Did you get to pick his brain?
Nah, brother. My man was working the merch table for like all.
Dude, that's what he does, man.
I love it. Like, it's my favorite thing. Just seeing like the veteran guys. Hey, come on, brother. How you doing, brother? And then the second, like, they'd get done dressing, they go back to the merch table. And I literally looked at Effie. I was like, have you guys, like, talked about your match at all? And he goes, not really. But,
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking working, baby. What you mean?
He is. He's out there working. We were giving Killjoy a hard time because Killjoy was the last one at the merch table Friday night. We were like, you beat George South? You're the last one, brother. You held out longer. He was cracking me up, man.
I had so much fun. I loved wrestling in North Carolina. The crowd was really dope. They were really excited. Like, they were fired up. You know what I mean?
What about wrestling Brett Ison in Atlanta? How was that?
That was a fun little fist fight.
That was a hard one, man. You guys beat the shit out of each other. That was fun.
Yeah.
He almost killed a heckler before the match even started.
Wearing my own shirt too. And I was like, look, man, like, this one's on you, dog. Like, I appreciate you paying for the shirt. I appreciate the support. You're a real one. You are. But you're walking, I don't know, brother. Like, Brett Ison, I've seen Brett Ison fuck people up. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm already about to wrestle him. Like, you're signing your own death warrant that time.
But Mo's on commentary while that was happening. He's like, man, that guy doesn't want to take a trip to the morgue. Come on, don't just
I couldn't
don't do it, buddy.
I was watching it. I was like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? I was like, this is not good.
When he started walking down the steps, I was like, fucking Christ, don't.
Oh, I know, right? Thank God Brett cut him off and was like, hey, buddy.
Brett Lauderdale was like, hey, brother, I'm not trying to do this to you right now.
The camera never showed that. I had no idea the guy was actually coming down the steps. He
came all the way down the steps to the floor, and Brett went over there and like intervened and cut him off and said something to him. And the guy was like, "All right, well, I'm all right, brother," and then just went back up the seats and then went back into his seat. Like,
I think he told Lauderdale, I was like, I swear to God, I'm really not trying to do this. I promise you.
Yeah, I think he was just working, but yeah, he would have gotten fucked up if he did. Shit, Mike. What you got? Any other questions from people that you polled and asked?
I do have some more fan questions here.
Let's get those over with, and we can sit him on the rest of his day, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say I said Pat McAfee show, brother. What's going on?
Yeah. We missed the greatest kicker of all time show. I'm sorry.
No, you're great. You're good.
Yeah. Some obvious ones here. You already mentioned your worst injury, 7 stitches in the shoulder. How about dream opponents? Either deathmatch or non.
So non-death match will probably still be Chuck Taylor, Sexy Chucky T.
I like it.
I think death match would probably be me and Tremont, and then me and Drew Parker in Japan, probably.
Ooh, both good.
Yeah, I'd love a sequel of that. That was like that. That's the kind of match that you can point a non-death match fan to and be like this is just a good match that also had death match stuff going on within the match.
Yeah,
but it's just a good ass wrestling match.
Oh yeah, and it was really I was really proud of the fact of how we incorporated everything as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Are there any deathmatch like weapons or like spot ideas or anything that that they're an absolute no?
Gussets.
The gusset plays are off the table for you.
Freak me out. People are way tougher than me that do them. They just, I don't know what it is. They just freak me the fuck out.
That's fair. I can't see that being doesn't seem fun.
No.
Yeah, watching Sawyer Wreck would do that gusset spot the other day I was like, oh god, she's insane.
Yeah. What else did we have here? Do you prepare? Do you do anything different getting ready for a death match versus not a death match?
No, I'm more just like, regardless of what kind of match it is, usually you can find me, I'll just be like, kind of just pacing around. And I think people think I'm nervous or like I'm anxious or something, but most of the time I'm just like clearing my mind and not trying to think of anything, like literally anything at all. I just do not want to think about anything like in my head. Like I just want to just not be worried about anything, not be worried about a spot or what if something went wrong here or anything like that. I'm just like, all right, we're going to prepare for the best. I just go out there and do the damn thing.
Do you consider yourself like a cool dad as far as being a cat dad goes? You got the backpack, you're taking him out and about everywhere.
I would like to consider myself a cool cat dad. But to be honest, if we're being completely fair, my girlfriend is the one that got us that cool cat backpack. But like I'm always trying to like sneak my cat like pieces of chicken or whatever.
Yeah, your cat hasn't done a run-in yet either.
No, she's like she literally just paced up right beside me. But the girlfriend is sitting beside me in bed, and now they're focusing on her.
Gotcha.
So I get it.
Yeah, makes sense. So I got one for you that's non-wrestling.
What's up?
Dude, you do fantasy football? It's about fantasy football season. You in any leagues?
Yeah. Draft actually on my birthday, so time to get a dub.
Do you do money? What do you like? Do money leagues or do you do the fun ones? What's your preference?
$25 buy-in.
I like it. We have to do a league. We got Mike. Weren't we trying to get some people in a league the other day?
We've got 3 or 4 spots open in the Body Slam free league. So
I want to do a money league, but if you guys have to do a free league, that's fine. But whatever.
I figured it's going to be easier. I figured it'll be easier to get people into a free league, but I would totally do a money league. I normally do 1 league a year. It's $100 league.
Nah, not that.
I came in second. You know what though? I came in second place. I lost in the finals this year, and it was really nice just getting a random $400 in February. So that was cool.
Last year was my first time playing fantasy ever.
Really?
I took third. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't watch any of the shows. Like I was still learning as a wet. Like I didn't understand how any of it fucking worked. And then I took like third. I was like, okay, well, and I also like did get to pay attention in the draft, which It's whatever. Like, who cares? Like, you could still, pick up free agents, whatever.
Yeah.
So now, like this here, like I'm like, all right, like the shit's on.
All right. Well, we'll have to circle back to this after we get out of the
Yeah.
show because we're going to get you in. But I had a fantasy draft in my money league that my cousin does on Saturday night while I was at the show in Atlanta. I remembered it beforehand. I was like, all right, I'm going to do this in about an hour. And then I was like, oh, shit, I wonder how that fantasy draft was going. I looked, it was 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was like, it's fucking way over by now. So auto draft happened for me, and I'm not too pleased with it, but I'll make it work.
Yeah, auto draft's the worst. Just getting randomly get the best player available. You end up loaded up on wide receivers or running backs, quarterbacks.
I got 6 wide receivers and 1 running back. I'm like, God, that's worth the shit.
Yeah.
Who's your running back?
I couldn't even tell you who it gave me. Hold on, I got my phone right here. Let me just see how bad this went. It was bad. Fucking terrible auto draft. I know Kyler Murray was my quarterback, which is we can work with that, I guess. We can work with that, but. Yeah. I got McCaffrey. I'm not a Panthers fan, so
he'll be great for like the first 2 weeks until he gets injured.
First 2-3 weeks until he shatters. Yeah, he's made of glass. And then after that,
you're gonna win the 5 games that he plays this season.
After that, it's bad. So yeah, I got Breece Hall, the rookie out of the New York Jets. So that's gonna be terrible. Then it actually picked the James Robinson. So I don't even know if he's gonna play behind Etienne. So that sucks. And then I got the handcuff for the guy from New York and got Michael Carter, which we know that's not going to be great either. So, yeah, I'm screwed when it comes to running backs.
I'm eating this year. Travis Kelce, Russell Wilson, Cortland Sutton, Mike Evans, Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. I got Mike Evans. I got my wide receivers are good. I got Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, Mike Williams, Hollywood Brown, Thomas Lockett. So I'm good with receivers. I can always plug those in, but man, I'm struggling in that.
You mean Tyler Lockett?
What'd I say?
Thomas.
Yeah, Tyler. Oh yeah, I looked at Michael Thomas and then Tyler Lockett was right underneath him. So yeah. But I got all those. So I got plenty of wide receivers, but no running back help. But yeah, we'll have to get
I'll let
you
y'all
on this
know how
league,
my
man.
draft goes. Yeah, let's do it.
When is your draft? You said it was on your birthday. When's that?
Yeah. So my birthday is Thursday.
The 25th?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Happy early birthday, man!
Happy early birthday, Cole.
Well,
Appreciate it.
I will definitely be talking to you on Tuesday or Thursday and giving you an actual happy birthday message. That's awesome, man.
Nah, it's all good.
You got
me and the
plans?
girlfriend so me and the girlfriend are going to go to the local minor league baseball state team. Big fan of the Indianapolis Indians, so we're going to go there, watch the game, and then about 30 minutes in, so probably the second, third period when it starts to slow down, do my draft real quick, drink a couple ice cold Bud Lights, and then enjoy the game.
What is it? Single A, double A, triple A, low single?
Double A.
Double A.
It's the feeder team for the Pirates.
Okay.
So
the
Pirates suck, but
yeah. We've got a low single A team here in Asheville. That's I think they're a Rockies
affiliate.
system. Yeah. But
I just got the Blue Jays. That's it.
I'm obviously a Braves fan. Yeah, congrats on having the Blue Jays, I guess, right?
Like we don't have I don't have any. We don't have like minor league. All the minor league teams that would feed to the Blue Jays are all still based out of the U.S. So
yeah.
Hey, Mike, real question.
Yeah.
Do people actually care about the Canadian football?
Okay.
Yeah, talk to me about the CFL.
Okay.
This is good. I like that. We're interviewing you now.
So, where I live in Hamilton,
or just in general.
No, people actually give a fuck. I mean that in the most respectful way.
Yes, but it helps more living in a market that actually has a team. Okay. So, I live in Hamilton, the Hamilton Tiger Cats, one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference of our 8-team league. Anyway, it's 4 teams per conference, 5 teams per conference. I don't even know. Admittedly, I don't give too many shits about it myself, but I'd rather watch it.
I'd rather Canadian fantasy football, bro. What? That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, is there one of those?
That's if there is. I don't know a single person who plays it. Everyone in my fantasy
next year.
Yeah, everyone in my fantasy league, we're all playing NFL. We do NFL fantasy. It's not the same. It's weird. The rules are different. There's 3 downs instead of 4. The field's 10 yards longer. So there's a 55-yard line.
It's wider too, right?
It's fucking wider too. It's like soccer field width. It's the field goal posts are at the front of the end zone, so that the goal line is actually like where the bar to cross the field, like to kick the field goal through, would be.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty weird, but yeah, it's fun. Like going to the games is great if you actually live in a market that has a team, but outside of that, it's
this kid I went to high school with. He ended up quarterbacking at the University of Tennessee, and then he went to win some Grey Cups. I think after his NFL career didn't work out too well.
Yeah, well, that's like the kind of fun part of the league, I guess, is we either get a lot of prospects that just didn't quite make the cut for the NFL, or guys that are like, holding on to those last few years of their careers that are like, all right, well, I can't get on a roster in the NFL, but at least I can still play like a few years in Canada or something.
Did you go watch Ricky Williams play when he was up there living his life?
No, I don't go to many games.
So no. So the answer is no. Nobody cares about the Canadian Football League if you don't even go.
Not nearly as much as the NFL, I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then like Grey Cup pops off. There's people like, because it it's the Super Bowl model of it's in a different city every year, and there's people who like make the cross country trek for Grey Cup weekend.
Okay.
So it's weird. It's like it doesn't have the fan base of like hockey or even NFL football, but the people who like it are like fucking hardcore for it.
All right. I'll allow it. Anything else? You got anything else for Mike? Cole, do we have any other questions we want to ask the host?
I don't. Yeah,
I wasn't talking to you, Mike. I was talking
What's your
to
salary?
Cole.
Huh?
Oh,
what's your not okay.
We're not asking money. We're not talking. Don't get these guys thinking, hey, we pay him in handshakes and hot dogs on here. We're the indie style, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, brother, I know. We were set for 12.
We're the Mud Show podcast.
Did you? Oh, I didn't even tell Mike. Did you like that text, Cassidy?
I did like that text. I was like, God damn it, we are on independent wrestler time.
Tell Mike what I texted you.
The exact text was
this is what
16 minutes after 12, brother. Come on, we really running on independent wrestler time? I was like,
I asked Mike, I was like, where did he go? And he's like, oh, he says he had to go like let his dog out or whatever.
Yeah, no, my dog, she's blind and she wanted to use the bathroom, and so I had to like take her outside, and then she walks around and smells the flowers because she can't really see stuff. So she does her little thing in the yard. So I was like,
nah,
but
it's all good.
She's laying by the door. She heard me talking shit about her and she's looking at me. But anyway. Well, man, hey, I don't have anything else to ask. Mike, do you got anything else to ask Cole?
No.
Cole, do you have anything else to ask Mike? Do we got any other questions for Mike? Are we good on that? We pegged him on all our Canadian questions.
So in Canada, last question.
There we go.
In Canada, is all the bacon round, or do you guys actually have real fucking bacon?
Is it American bacon? Do you call it American bacon?
No, we don't call it. Okay, so like I call like bacon in strips. That's bacon.
American bacon. Yeah.
No, I just refer to it as bacon. And then what everyone calls Canadian bacon, it's pea meal bacon.
What is it called?
What's that?
Pea meal.
Yeah, I'm glad me and Cassie are both like, what the fuck? That's
Wait, what? It's what?
PEMEAL. Pea meal.
What is that?
It's fuck.
That's what it is.
God damn. It's delicious. But
I mean, I've had Canadian bacon. We put it on pizzas and shit down here. If you get a meat lover's pizza, it's gonna have Canadian bacon on it.
Okay.
Here, and I've seen the movie with Candy, John Candy.
Cheese pizza for life, brother.
You know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
This is pea meal bacon.
That's disrespectful.
So it's.
No, we're over here. Oh shit.
There we go.
Yeah, we're big time now. So, but what does it mean?
It's like just a big hunk of pork that's got pea meal crust around it.
But what is pea meal? That's what we're asking you. What does that fucking mean? What is pea meal? Is it like breading?
Yeah, some kind of breading. It's basically like, it's essentially a breading.
Okay.
It's I don't know, it's all right. I still would rather just go get like
American
bacon.
like
Yeah.
normal bacon, regular
Real ass
bacon.
We're gonna refer to it as American bacon from now on. Like when I'm
bacon, like how
if they got Canadian bacon, we're gonna have it be American bacon.
We don't call it Canadian bacon. We call it female bacon. Like
we call it Canadian bacon, so you should call it American bacon. It's just fair.
Yeah.
It's fair trade off.
I guess I don't know.
Freedom fries, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's the good bacon to me. Like I'd rather be getting strips of bacon, fry them up on a flat top.
I think everybody would. It's the American way.
Female bacon on a burger is fucking weird. It's like a whole extra patty.
Wait, they do that?
Some places will do. Yeah, some places will do that, and it's like a whole extra patty because it's so fucking thick.
Fucking weirdos. All right, we need to let Cole go.
Yeah,
we wasted his time.
Yeah.
Anyway, buddy, thank you so much for doing this for us. It was a pleasure to have you on,
dude.
And
absolutely, thank you for having me.
Man, yeah, I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Tell you happy birthday, and we will. I will see you in a couple of weeks. So
yeah, and then we'll set up a fantasy football league. Hopefully,
we'll do it. We'll talk before then. We'll have a draft, and we'll get this shit going for sure.
Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Tell everybody where they can follow you and find you too, and like plug all your shit before you get out of here.
Literally as easy as it gets. It's at Cole COLE RADRICK. Nice and easy.
There you go. And that's on Twitter and everything, Instagram and shit.
Everything.
That
if you want to find me, that's how you get me.
Word up. Well, man, appreciate it, brother.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
All right.